Bert. Hi, I'm Hat, and I wear a Bert. Close enough. Dart Zone recently sent me their brand new blaster, the Pro Mark. This is a pretty exciting thing for me because technically very few people actually have this blaster in hand. So today I'm going to tell you why you need to buy this blaster when it releases on October 1st. At least I was going to, but then I remembered that what matters most to me, what matters most to you, is my integrity. I do the most honest reviews on YouTube, and if I'm going to keep that prestigious honor, I have to come clean. And if I'm going to do that, I can't just sit here and tell you how amazing this blaster is, because that would be dishonest. So today, unfortunately, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to be honest and tell you some 5 reasons why I don't think you need the new Pro Marky Blaster. Number 1, it needs batteries. The new PT-DZP mkiii blaster requires 8 AA batteries, but I'm not a huge fan of batteries. You know why? They add cost, and you guys deserve the best, not to spend extra money. I also don't like springers, so we've kind of reached an impasse. Anyway, apparently you can fit 8 batteries in this blaster, but I've flipped it at least 4 times. I'm not sure where they go. I do have a sample. This is my leading theory. You can fit at least a couple right here. This front bit right here, this orange muzzle. I also think you could fit at least 2 or 3 down that way. I've also been hearing that the stock can come all the way off, so I could probably fit a couple more in there. I guess I can see where the 8 batteries might need to go. You know what? People always call me out on not reading the instructions, so let me check right now. Oh, apparently there's something else that requires 2 AAA batteries as well, so it's not even completely universal. But I do think I found what I was looking for. Admittedly, I feel kinda dumb, so I'm gonna leave this in the video just for transparency purposes. You take your flathead screwdriver, yeah, that's what that is, and you open it and you yeet it out of existence. And now you're left with 8 battery trays. You could fit a lot of stuff there. I guess you can fit 1 battery in at a time. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. What about this battery? This is a lithium-ion battery. Could I fit this in here? Doesn't want to fit just like that. Maybe I have to cut this one in half and then it'll fit. Well, that's weird. My neighbor's house just... Anyways, I can't seem to cut this. I'll have to get the right tool for later. I suppose you can get these at a retail store and not have to get crazy warnings, but there we go. Now what do I do? Number 2, magazines are confusing. This blaster is supposed to work with a bunch of different magazines, or clips, or clipazines. I'm not sure if this is the one that came with it. What is this, Super Clip? Yeah, that seems to work all right. See, first try, I'm a genius. So this one, it appears would go in there, but it doesn't really seat very well. I can try some other magazines too, but what am I supposed to put in here? Like here's another Dart Zone magazine. Apparently this is with their previous Mark I, and it doesn't fit in there, so that's kind of weird. Here's another one that has a little notch on the bottom. Apparently that fits in there. And apparently here's a 12 one that comes with the Nexus and the Aeon, and that fits in there. And then here's a Talon magazine with a little extender at the bottom, and that fits in there just fine too, but it doesn't actually feed properly due to something else completely. So this is kind of confusing, to be honest. It looks like I could fit whatever I want in there, but the reality is very, very different. Because if I start getting creative, which is what I assume Dart Zone was trying to do, this seems like it'd be large enough for a sledge fire shell, and it just isn't. Here's a Battle Scout clip. Everyone has one of these, and it looks like you can fit it, but it doesn't work. I was really hoping it was going to work with this. If you want a quick test fire, let me show you. Stop firing at me. Number 3, too red. You all have eyeballs, so this should be pretty obvious, but I think this blaster is just a little too much red for me. What the heck? Oh, no, this is the right amount of red, because I love this extra salmon flavor. Even tastes like salmon. Now that's Walmart for you. But the Dart Zone Mark III, this guy is just, woof. You look at the blaster and you're overwhelmed by red. On the other hand, if this thing was all orange, that would be much more pleasing to the eye. It's a little too extra to be matching with some of these darts, that are also coming out apparently from Target. It's like they're trying to match darts from like Target Red. I would love to see this in some other paint schemes. I suppose it's not the biggest gripe out there, but if you don't like the colors, you're not gonna buy this. What are you gonna do? Paint it? That's not something we can do. Number 4, the stock is full of Skittles. Now in my extensive testing of this blaster, I keep picking up this weird irritating noise every time I hold it, and for some reason I just can't figure out what it is. Wait, what did I say? How did I not notice that before? What the heck? You got any more in there? Any back here? No. There's still more in here. Why is my blaster full of Skittles? I never actually looked at this sight. There's Skittles in my sight. Get out of there. Why are there more Skittles in my blaster? Why isn't it working? Not on semi-auto, not on full auto. I swear, these are brand new batteries. These are brand new batteries and they already turned to Skittles. What the heck, Dart Zone? I don't really know what my takeaway is from this. I'm gonna reach out to Luke from Out of Darts and see if he's having a similar problem. We'll assume mine's a fluke. A relatively tasty fluke, at least. And number 5, it's not compatible with Nerf's discontinued ballistic ball series. I've already said how the magazine options make me feel, but I haven't touched on the ammo too much. This one advertises being able to fire the mini darts and the big old darts. It can fire this dart too. That's awesome. This is one of my favorite kinds of darts. Thanks, Busby. Why not the balls? These are Dart Zone balls. Why can't you fire the balls out of this blaster? This premium blaster for $130, you can't fire balls? That's slightly disappointing. But the year is 2021. We're not talking about small ball energy. We're talking still, of course, about big ball energy. And Dart Zone really dropped the ball on this one. Why weren't they designed to work with ballistic balls? And I know you're thinking, oh, you can just front load them. No, you can't. They don't fit in the front, and that's really disappointing. Even Mega XL can fit through the front of this big barrel. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. I haven't reached out about this compatibility issue just yet, but I do think it's something that should be looked into. I really want to be able to use these in more blasters, but I can't because the Mark III just let me down. Hey folks, it's Bret, and there are Skittles everywhere, including inside my blaster, so I'll make this quick. Yes, Dart Zone did send me their new Mark III for early review, which is very, very kind of them, and I'm very thankful for that. And this is what I decided to do first. I will get around to making an actual review, but people literally asked for this video first, so that's what I did. I do recommend going and checking out other people's videos if you want actual information on the Mark III. I will be putting out something that's a bit more substantial if you're actually interested in picking one of these up when they become available. So huge thank you to Dart Zone, and thanks for putting up with whatever this is. Let the dislikes begin.